Hello, this is Heri from Twitter, and we are live for the live Q&A of which month do we have? June?
Yes, it's already
How
June.
time flies, and I am in the Czech countryside. Actually, I don't know where I am, but there's some nice quarry scenery behind me. Gunnar?
Well, I'm in the Faroe Islands. I'm here in the also in the countryside, or whatever you call it.
Is there anything
Recent
but
Faroes
countryside in the
stuff.
Faroes?
It's actually very interesting that there are trees behind you. I mean, that's a rare sight.
Yeah, it's a pretty sight, you know.
Beautiful,
Huh?
beautiful.
Via London?
Yeah.
The Thomsen Park, nice.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
And you, little drummer boy?
Well, gentlemen, I'm at the Hungarian countryside near Lake Balaton. You can't see the lake, but it's down there.
What did you say? Lake Bollocks?
Yes, Lake Bollocks, Lake Saint Bollocks. That's our holy lake here in Hungary. No, it's called
knew it.
Balaton. Balaton.
All right. Anyway, we are live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch.
Woohoo!
And looks like we have about 50 viewers already. If you have some questions, we would love to see them from you. And
Twitch. Okay.
we have a comment from Tommy Aranda.
Hi.
Now I would like to answer that with hi, Tommy.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, by the way, Twitch. Have you seen that Unleash the Archers received the Juno Award, and it was
What is that?
broadcasted. That's the Canadian Grammy. So Unleash the Archers, you're awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Incredible. What's the Juno Award for? For music performance or writing in general?
It's the Canadian Grammy. So yeah, it's for music. Yeah.
Amazing.
And it was broadcasted on Twitch, I think. So that's why it came to my mind.
So
Beautiful
I will be
stuff.
out of the picture soon. So because I have
Will you?
batteries on my phone. Yeah. It was full loaded, but apparently this eats batteries.
Yeah,
Okay.
it does. Hugo Alvarez asks, "Are you guys looking for a guitarist?" I suspect
Not
Hugo's
anymore.
guitarist himself. No, found one called Hans Hammer from Fámjin on the South Island in the Faroes, and it'll be announced. We have some videos about that, and it'll be made public soon.
We had our first show with him just about a week ago, and it was great. Hans Mother Humpin' Hammer.
Exactly.
The most metal name in heavy metal.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to try and move away from all that company. I feel kind of awkward standing in the middle of a crowd talking to myself.
Yes.
I don't know. Didn't get used to it yet.
I understand.
So here's a comment from Lomir Harshani. Looking forward to your show in Slovakia. I hope it'll be in September, October, but unfortunately, it looks most likely that you would have to wait till 2023.
Yes.
Sorry to say that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't know yet. If everything goes well.
Might be a slight chance that it happens this year, but it's not looking good, not looking great, unfortunately.
Very unlikely.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Sorry.
Just as we left the Faroes after having played that beautiful Viking festival, everything locked down again. All arrangements this weekend have been cancelled, and so far they started by cancelling one weekend. But you're saying, Gunnar?
Actually, some of the outbreak is actually from where the company where I work for, the salmon company, and they had some outbreak. So we were all asked to go home. But we have other things to do, so we found some other place to work. But
it's not like you're unemployed because of that.
No. So I actually did 2 corona tests. One on Thursday and one today.
Okay.
So, yeah. So it's up all around, and they canceled quite a lot of shows and stuff.
So I guess that means that the planned show in the end of June is probably not going to happen either.
I don't see that as very likely at the moment.
Mhm.
But as anything, have to wait and see.
Yeah. Sure.
Here's a comment from Anna-Elisa Petersen from Greenland. We don't get
Greenland.
many greetings from Greenland,
Wow.
so hello back to
Hey.
Greenland.
We'd love to play there one day.
Yeah, same here.
That would
actually,
be
Teddy
awesome.
played there with his band once. His band was
Ooh.
called Flux. Back in the days, about 20 years ago. A few Faroe bands went there. We never got the chance ourselves. I did get a request or two from some festivals there, but it never happened, unfortunately.
Humfair was playing there as well, I think. Humfair.
Now, I'm very surprised by this next comment. Diego Loredo says, "Come to Mexico."
Yes.
Where the hell is Mexico? We are always on our way to Mexico. It's in the metal business. It's like it used to be in the Roman Empire. All roads lead to Mexico.
And to Brazil, of course.
And Brazil, South
Come
America
to
in
Brazil.
general. I'm afraid so. So yeah, dude, we will come to Mexico.
Just give us some time.
Yeah.
And
no
well,
can
give
do
the world
anything at the moment.
Some time.
Yeah, right. Steve just sounds like a shortcut. Yeah, like an electric shortcut. You still keep in touch with the guys from Orphan Land? That was an epic tour. Yeah, it really was an epic tour. I write to Kobe every now and then, and I see the other guys just comment their pictures on Instagram now and then. Apart from that, I don't really keep in touch with them, I'm afraid. Just waiting to meet them on the road again.
Yeah. Some
not really. So
some chatting every now and then, but yeah, that's it. I mean, they are over in Israel.
Yeah.
And we're all over the place, so yeah.
Every now and then you meet someone that you will keep in touch with, like more than other people. Someone you meet on tour. Jari, for example, I've kept in touch with him ever since we met the first time. And sometime you meet someone that will become a close acquaintance for the rest of your life. And yeah, I suppose I had a bromance with Kobe, but the spot was taken by Jari, so can't have two of those.
Oh, I suddenly remember the name of that really bad tour manager we had was.
Yeah. Go ahead. What was his name?
Bobo.
Bobo. Exactly. That was his nickname. He had some other strange name.
Yes.
We were talking about this on Tourcast 17. That isn't out yet, right? I think so.
Yes, I think so. Yes.
Yeah. So it'll be out. Today's the 5th. It'll be out in 2 days. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah. Good point there. That came out of the left field.
Yeah.
Strange how mind works.
You said something boo or something, and there it was.
Bobo, yeah.
Oh.
So if you're watching this, keep it in mind to Tourcast 17.
Stay away from this guy, yeah.
And stay away from fucking Bobo, yeah, worst tour manager in history
ever.
Important question here. Who do you think would win in a fight, Batman or Iron Man?
I would say Iron Man.
I would say Iron Man too. Who?
Yeah, he's got better gadgets.
Fat Man?
Fat Man.
He'd kick their asses.
But if we would be talking Justice League, then of course Thor. Yes, of course.
Let's be very clear about that. Tadeusz just said but.
I just said but. I'm going that far that I'm going to say Ars.
Behind. Gregor Indorf has a comment. Greetings from Germany. Grüße zurück nach Deutschland. Was that grammatically correct, Tadeusz?
Yes, that was grammatically correct.
Thank you. You guys, what is your favorite countryside? Sea, mountain, plains, lakeside? I would have to say, if I don't see the ocean for a long time, I really miss it. And beach or anything with the ocean gives me the best feeling. Although I do enjoy nice mountains.
Same here.
Yeah,
Sea.
yeah.
We need the sea and lakes and stuff like that. That's very important.
Wir brauchen das Meer.
Das
Ja.
Meer und den Ozean. No, but seriously, I have to agree here. I mean, I was not born next to the sea, but quite close, back in northern Germany. But yeah, seaside, the islands, Faroe Islands, beautiful, and also Highlands. For me, I spent quite a lot of time in the Scottish Highlands, so both ocean, sea, and bleak mountains. That's the way to go.
Those are nice. Wojciech Mitnick, which artists would you recommend from Faroe Islands? I would always recommend Ivor. I think she's probably one of the best singers in history. And her songwriting is incredibly good, especially lately. And Hamradun is quite nice. The Polarnus new band. Marra, who hasn't released anything yet. It's Tadeusz' new band. So if you like Pantera and that, I don't know,
groove metal.
Yeah, groove metal. It's not really my thing, but I feel obliged to recommend it.
Good stuff. Yeah.
Gunnar?
No, I have no recommendations.
Anything to add?
No. Only band I can think of is Hamradun, actually.
Yeah.
So.
You must have heard a few bands from the Faroe Studios.
Yeah. I would have recommended the same. So Ivor is really magnificent. Hamfair, of course. I have to say, Hamfair is actually one of my favorite bands from the whole of Scandinavia. I have to say, Hamradun is quite nice as well. I can't really add anything to that. I think there's a like a women's choir or like a quintet. They called Katla, maybe.
Yeah. That's quite interesting.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
Kata.
Something in that vein, yes.
Mm-hmm. They have some beautiful tunes as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know about the name Joe and the Shit Boys, but I never listened to their music.
I find them quite funny. I don't like the kind of music. It's like 1.5 minute punk songs, but they have some nice punchlines. Life's great, you suck. Anyway, no, not my thing, but interesting. They might go far. Magnus IO says, do you have a North American tour lined up for 2022? Last we talked to our manager and booker, it looks like North America might be the most likely to happen in 22.
Yeah.
The tour was booked and everything, and I keep forgetting. Was it announced? I think it was.
It was.
Yeah, postponed, and unfortunately, we were told it's unlikely very much will happen in 22. But the US tour was one of the things most likely to happen. So hoping for that. Stay tuned, and track us on bantentown.com/tier. You'll be notified when we go on tour. Looks like at the moment the easiest thing to do would be a tour in the Faroes, like 3 or 4 shows.
Faroes and Greenland, please.
And Greenland.
Or maybe even the Shetlands.
Maybe even. Sam Bagger asks, is this summer a bust then? I'm afraid it is. We had some festivals, and really looks like none of them will happen at the moment. There was
There,
a
there,
there was a
might
slight.
be,
It might be what?
sorry, there might be one festival in August. I'm not saying which because I'm not sure if it's okay to talk about that yet. But there might be one festival in Central Europe in August. But we'll keep you posted.
Let's be a bit rebellious and mention it.
Let's mention it. Okay.
I'll take
good,
the heat
good.
from the booker.
Please do.
So it's Metal on the Hill.
Yes,
There was
Graz.
a sliver of light there that it might happen. No confirmation. I didn't mean to. What's he asking? I did it by accident. Let's answer this one. Lubomir asks, can you play other instruments beside your main ones? Not really. I can play a bit of piano, and I suppose I could play bass for very basic stuff, but I don't have the technical abilities for anything. I didn't even mean that. So
of course you did.
So no, not really. The recorder.
Of course, we all know the recorder.
Unfortunately.
Gunnar?
Mainly bass. I do know how to fiddle a bit about on a guitar, but it's not impressive, believe you me. And also the same with drums. It's not impressive because haven't really played drums. I just wished I played them. So, and the recorder I played a bit at once, but I happily destroyed that one. So, I play something called a meat flute, but it's okay. It's I'm fairly good at it. So
if that's your way.
yeah.
Okay, man. Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah.
Whatever inflates your goat.
Yeah.
Tadeusz?
I dabble a little bit in bass guitar, but really not really quite basic. I started out
basic. You said basic. How about your bass guitar skills?
I did.
You jumped on that with both feet.
I didn't even see that coming.
No.
But actually,
you have to expand our vocabulary to avoid these silly traps.
Yes. Very rudimental, rudimental.
Rudy Sarso, crazy.
Okay, so whatever. Yeah, I actually started out as a guitar player, but nah, not really good at it. But we have, and yes, I said but knowingly. Gunnar and I have a plan. As soon as we're getting back to touring, we might going to change instrument for one or two songs. So
it sounds like an interesting idea.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice.
Yep.
I better prepare.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too. But we have so much time right now.
Oh yeah.
Damn, where are my bongos?
Just want to get this comment in by Chris Chapman. I discovered your music 14 years ago. Thank you for reinvigorating my love for Norse and Germanic heritage. That is what we do. You're welcome. Jessica Troutman, what is the single best piece of advice you ever received? There are quite a few. A few I can think of. If I had
one of them would be don't touch
that. Leave that instrument alone and get a real job. If I look at my career, I would say the single best advice I got was from Christian Black, and he said, register your songs with Kota before you do anything else. And he was absolutely right. If I hadn't done that, I consider myself chronically in deep shit, but if I hadn't done that, the shit I'm in would be considerably much deeper. So thank you, Christian. Gentlemen?
Well, yeah, I received loads of good advice, but I guess it was something along the lines of, "Don't panic and don't overthink it." So it's when you're afraid of getting a task done because you're feeling overwhelmed by it, and you just try to win some time, and try to avoid it. It's getting just worse and worse. And when you actually tackle it, you realize that it's not even that bad at all. So just
Mm-hmm.
don't panic,
Yeah.
don't overthink it. Just go through. You you're gonna be fine. You will survive.
Gunnar, are you lost?
No, I'm not lost, but I'm afraid I have to leave you guys.
No.
So,
Okay. I'll
because I
take
have
you off
things
the.
to do, unfortunately, dear people. I'm very sorry about this, but sometimes we need to do quite a lot during the day, and we can't do it all at once.
That is
So,
absolutely true.
to you people out there, I will sign out of this conversation and wish you all the best. And you can ask me anytime about any question you like. Bye bye. And how do I sign out?
I will
Bye,
take you off
Gunzi.
here.
Yeah, okay.
I'll take you off
Bye bye.
here.
Sickle.
Remove,
Bicycle.
and there he goes. All right, just you and me.
Ha.
Sorry to see.
Isn't that lovely?
Sorry to see the backside of him, although he has a nice backside.
Nice backside.
Now let me see some questions here.
Yes.
Flavia, something German.
Flavia Shech.
Thank you for that. What is your biggest regret as an artist? There are plenty of regrets, but one thing I would advise any artist to do is don't ever sign anything that doesn't expire.
Yeah.
You have no clue when you start this. You just want to get into the game and get started, and you don't really care what you sign, but it's kind of undermining your own future and kind of everyone else's. So that's what I wish I'd done differently, and I can't go back and undo that, but I'll try and change it in the future.
Yeah. I have to agree with that. Of course, we talked a lot about this, especially in the last couple of days when we were all together in the Faroes. But I also would like to add that don't be be patient. It really takes time, especially to master an instrument, or any kind of artistic craft, and stick to your rudiments. I mean, it really that's everything that it builds on. If those are not in order, you have to get back maybe 20 years later and have to get them in order, and it's painstaking work. So just get it right. Get it right in the beginning, and take the time. Really take your time. If you decide that you want to be an artist, and take your time for those goddamn rudiments and the routine.
Yeah. There are people who know what you should be doing, and you should listen to them, even though it's not really in an artist's personality to listen to what other people tell them to do. When it comes to the basic skills of instrument, you should listen to people who know what they're talking about.
Yes, definitely.
Jen Banish Jones, which city had the most enthusiastic crowd you have ever experienced? That has to be some city in Brazil.
Yeah. Sao Paulo was very
Yeah,
invigorating.
it was. It kind of blends into one for me, but I do remember Brazilians being unbelievably enthusiastic.
Yes.
I think we've been there twice, and it's the same each time. People go absolutely apeshit down there.
Bonkers. Yeah, definitely. South America is totally insane, definitely.
There's something else, yeah.
But I think Japan was also quite a handful. If I remember
Yeah,
correctly.
it was. But people are very respectful when they approach you after the show.
That's true.
They are not. I wouldn't say they're disrespectful in Brazil, but they're certainly not calm or easy for Scandinavians or Europeans to relate to.
No,
They are
very
over the moon.
very direct.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah.
remember we were touring with Arcona in South America, and I remember after the show in Argentina, in Buenos Aires, they had to escort Masha, the singer from Arcona. They had to escort her, like with security guards through the crowd to the bus,
Yeah.
because they were just so, I mean, of course they had a very good time and they just wanted to have a photo with her,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
talk to her, and
rip a piece of her skin.
yes, just
Normal fan stuff. It gets too much. I mean, you're one person, and the crowd just grows around you, and in the end, you just can't keep up, and you feel you feel claustrophobic in the end. At least I did. Hey there, Alastair Joensen. What's a favorite place to visit in Iceland? I have a favorite place in Iceland, and no, maybe I have two. I've been to one of them many times. That is Laugardalsundlaug, the main swimming hall in Reykjavik. That's a magical place. I prefer that over the Bláa Lónið or whatever it's called. And then there's another place close to Mývatn. It's a gorge in the middle of the landscape. You can't see it unless you're standing like 2 meters away from it. But there's a hot spring stream in it, and we went down there swimming with an Icelandic friend of ours many years ago in 2000 and I don't know, 6, 7. That was quite amazing, and I've wanted to go back there, but I never had the chance yet.
I have to admit, I've been only once in Iceland. We played Ísafjörður, which is, well, on the opposite end of the of the island from Reykjavik. So we drove there with a car. It took us like 8 hours or something. I mean, the country is just gorgeous, according to what I've seen on that trip. So I don't really have favorite places so far, but I love the festival. Ísafjörður, beautiful, love it. I love the whole vibe of it, and I really hope to get back there soon.
Yeah, we're hoping for Ísafjörður this year, but I think it's off. I didn't keep up with that.
Next year probably.
For the next Ísafjörður, I hope we'll be there. Is this a Hungarian name or a Turk name or what?
No, I think it's Turkish. Aisha.
When was the last time you guys had short hair? She asks.
When I was 13.
That's a long time.
No, seriously.
Yeah. When I was 17, I think 16 or 17, I cut my hair short, and I regretted it so badly, and I've never done it again. I had my hair like just below shoulder length. That's the shortest I've ever had since that. So no, it's long hair for me. I don't know. I'm kind of old-fashioned about the heavy metal thing, and
Me too. Me too.
And I just think a band looks best when the band members have long hair.
Yeah.
Ash Crafton asks, I suppose that's for you. What kind of wine are you drinking?
This is actually a Hungarian wine, Paulus. Wait a second. There you go. Olos Riesling. It's a Hungarian Riesling kind. Quite good, quite nice. I'm not a big fan of red wine, and especially here in the countryside around around Lake Balaton, and especially at the northern shore of the lake. you have plenty of vineyards making mostly white wine. So
beautiful, nice in the sun. There is a message here. I would like to a video. I'd like to show our 100 viewers.
Good morning.
Let's see this.
Morning.
Gunnar, do you have something to say?
No, not at all.
Well, but I have.
You.
So, you can win something really cool. This beautiful package while signing up on patreon.com/tourband. When can you win all this, Gunnar?
I guess June 20th, they say.
This year.
It's a good option. So,
Look at that.
It is the unopened version of Valkyria, the box set.
the deluxe edition.
And it holds the hammer with the 2 logo on, and there's a plectrum. Tuir, Hel, Gunnar signed, and now we are over to sign the box. My ugly handwriting. Go ahead.
Give me that.
It is?
Yes, sir. The lefty. And there you go. Oh, wait.
A little backstory. I won this on, I don't know how many tours, but many tours, playing live. I didn't play with this, but these are my signature picks. Very cool.
So very cool.
The basic
We
point.
have just been at a festival in Faroe, Viking festival. Went really well. That was the first show for a long time.
Over a year.
So
Yep.
we're hoping to see you somewhere soon on tour.
On the road. Take care.
Take care, people.
All right.
we have to say that yes, we were lobster red because we actually got sunburn in the Faroes, which is not really
Unheard of.
common.
So about my comment earlier, I had to move over here because there was a crowd there. You can hear on that video, we're not alone. We're kind of in a crowd, and you speak a bit more soft when people are standing next to you listening. It's hard to get used to, even though you're a performing musician. It's just not the same.
We were actually on the ferry back from the South Island of the Faroes to the main island.
to the main island, yeah.
Capital, yeah.
We could have done it outside, but usually much too windy. You wouldn't hear a thing.
Too windy. Yeah.
Theodore Kritikos asks, how are things in Faroe Islands virus-wise? Believe I saw you guys have no mandatory mask use. And yes, we have never had. I think there was some mask use for a week or two, but they skipped it pretty soon. And there are, last time I saw, around 45 people infected and some 300 or 400 in quarantine. But some of those infected could not trace their infection to anyone. So there's, as they say, the infection is loose in society. And so they decided to lock down, at least for this weekend. So it looked pretty good for the last few weeks, right up until this weekend. Not too bad, though, 50 out of 50,000. So, but they're careful.
Yeah, very, very careful. I mean, we for 2 days when we were there, we thought that the whole Viking festival in Hove was going to be cancelled because apparently after our arrival, not because of our arrival, but right after our arrival, there was a smaller outbreak.
Yeah.
So it was up until the last minute that they said that they are going through with the festival, but they took very, very strict measures, and they were quite strict at the festival as well.
Yeah. Susana Gonzalez, what countries would you like to perform?
New Zealand.
Yeah, Oh yeah, that would be nice. I can't really think of a country. I just like to go to these countries, honestly. Performing there is like an added bonus. I always wanted to perform in Germany and America, and I've done that many times. Now it's more about the traveling. I love to play for the people, but I've always wanted to go to the North Pole and the South Pole. But who are we going to play for there?
Svalbard. This
Yeah,
is quite
Svalbard might be
near.
nice.
Quite near.
Africa, anywhere in Africa. Most likely, if it were a metal show, it would be South Africa. Although I hear some metal festivals are happening in Namibia or
No, Morocco.
Morocco. Yeah, maybe. So we still have that continent on our list, and I hope to make it to Africa sometime.
Yeah, would be awesome.
Jeremy Stein asks, favorite place in Norway?
Favorite place? Oh, well, where Orm is from, I guess.
I would say Gudbrandsdalen. It is probably the most beautiful place I've seen in my entire life. Although there's a hard contest for that, but it's the most amazing thing I've seen in Norway.
I've been to Norway, I think, twice, so I have not seen too much of the country, I have to say. But Midgardsblot, the festival we played at, that is at a gorgeous place. So would love to go back there, especially with the Viking heritage over there. Definitely worth a visit, and they have a Viking museum as well. So I would, well, right now I would say that, but like I said, I haven't really seen too much of the country so far.
Dimitri Grieg, have you encountered problems booking in the UK post-Brexit? I don't think we've even tried, but that is a real concern. You know, it was already difficult to get into the UK because their music industry is really geared for export, and music import is not a big thing in the UK. We've been there a few times. It's been difficult to get there, as I understand. We're not directly involved with the booking, but I can't imagine post-Brexit will make it any easier. So not yet, but I am worried about that.
Yeah. I mean, actually, our last show, like pre-COVID, was in the UK, in York, and I think we had since I joined the band, that's like 5 years ago, we had only in total 2 shows in the UK. So yeah, it's not really easy to get in there or to even get offers from the UK.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually, because of the difficulties to travel as a band to the UK.
Notice how dry we are when Gunnar's not here.
Yeah, it's just facts and
dry facts. We're we're nerdy, academic minded. No, we need Gunnar. Let's try this. Simon Buse. Heri, can you say something in German?
Oh, of course you can.
Auf Deutsch sagen. That was German. I'm always worried about my grammar. I don't know. I don't have memorized the cases. Der, den, dem, this, das, all that, and I'm petrified about making a fool of myself now that I've bragged worldwide of my language skills, and you can't even memorize the German cases. They're just like the Faroese. So
Alter, mach dir keine Sorgen. Dein Deutsch ist ziemlich gut.
Ziemlich gut, aber nicht bestens, nicht perfekt.
Noch nicht. Aber wir haben viel Zeit dafür.
Ich habe ein bisschen auf Duolingo Deutsch studiert, aber nicht mehr. Ich bin nicht auf Duolingo bis ein Monat. Seit ein Monat.
Very good. Not even Czech?
No, I completely got off. I had other things to do with the preparations for the show. I stopped Duolingo completely. Czech also, unfortunately. I will get back to it.
I have to get back on the horse as well. Yeah,
I am hell-bent on learning Czech. And of course, when I'm in Czechia and immersed in the language, it's a golden opportunity. If I can't learn it now, I can't learn it ever.
Right.
Julian Kreutzgang, any musical experiments you still have on your bucket list? Experiments. We have some development in our music that I would like to get into. Now that we started since the last album to record it on our own, there's much more time to work on details and arrangements and whatever. And maybe we will start using orchestrations a bit more, or at all. We've never really used them since the symphonic show. We talked about that, and we probably will get into that.
I have to say the symphonic shows, they were for my musical or in terms of my musical career, the symphonic shows were something it was just amazing. I mean, that was the most intense musical experience I had so far, and I would love to bring that experience to other countries as well. We talked to some people in the Faroes when we were there, and there is a small chance. There is an idea of bringing the whole tier with symphonic orchestra to St. Petersburg, Russia, Moscow, maybe. I would love to do that, but other experiments, no, really.
That would be a great thing in itself. Continuing the symphonic tour.
Amazing.
If the world goes back to normal, we hope it happens. Simon says your German is very well, both of you. So what Simon probably doesn't know is that Tadeusz is German, born and raised in Germany.
Well, born
for
and
the
raised,
first part of your life.
Raised for a small part of my life, but yes, I am German, with German parents and German grandparents and so on.
It would be quite weird if your German wasn't good.
Well, I mean, there are plenty of musicians who, for example, went to the US and 15 years later, they don't even know how to speak in their own native language, which is sad, I think.
Some people just don't have a good feeling for language, and that happens in all languages, I'm afraid.
Yes, absolutely. And I hope it's not audible that I'm that I was not raised in a German environment. I mean, I talk to my brothers and my parents while I was here and while I was raised in Hungary every day. So I mean, I am a linguist when I'm not a musician.
Mm-hmm.
So it's quite important for me. But I hope it's this is not going to change.
We're getting close to 45 minutes. I think we'll cut it off soon. But first, I just want to get this comment in. Hani Tito Perpokusuma. Greetings from Indonesia, of all places. Now, warmest greetings back to Indonesia. Great to see people from all over the world on this one, really. Yep. And if ever we were to play in Indonesia, I would be most pleased with that. There are a few places left to play in.
Definitely.
And let me see here. I just wanted to remind people to get their merch at tier.fo if you want to support us, and track us on bandsintown.com/tier. They will let you know when we go on tour again. Please follow us on Instagram. where we are tour_official. We release the Tourcast in 2 days. That'll be on the 7th and the next one on the 22nd. And we do that every month at 5 p.m. Central European Time. And finally, please support us on patreon.com/tourband, where you get early access to a lot of stuff, also the Tourcast and some other behind-the-scenes material. And we will be back with another live stream Q&A on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch on the first Saturday of July at 5 p.m. Central European Time, if everything goes to plan. Hopefully with Gunnar the whole 45 minutes.
And maybe even with the new guy. We'll see.
Yeah, that would be nice. Didn't even think about that. Great idea, Tadeusz. Let's see if we can get him on.
Right. Thanks for having us, guys.
Got to be in my ear. So long. Cheers.
Bye.